bases the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, right? And one of those fan bases are the Minnesota Vikings. I said a couple weeks ago that I believe that the Minnesota Vikings are pretenders. Not going to do shit in the playoffs. Their fan bases are coming at me cricket. Their fan bases are like, what? And in the comments, I like to come back at you. In the comments, I will tell you how it is. In the comments, I will make you prove your point why you think your said team is contenders. But I have been very, very hard on the Minnesota Vikings the last few weeks. I've been coming at the Minnesota Vikings fans left and to the right. They said they did not get dominated by the Detroit Lions, and they only lost by 2 back in week 7, and they did not go on a 2-game losing streak, even though they did, coming off their bye. Since then, the Minnesota Vikings, they have won 3 games in a row, guys. Let's give credit where credit is due. They have won 3 games in a row. They have wins over the Indianapolis Colts. They have wins over the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have wins over the Tennessee Titans. None of the wins have been pretty, but you know what? They're winning. As a resident Minnesota Vikings fan, Lord says a win is a win is a win. And the Minnesota Vikings right now, guys, are sitting currently second in the NFC North. They're sitting behind the Lions by 1 game, sitting at 8-2 on the season. Now, the Vikings do have 5 very tough games coming up. They play division foe the Green Bay Packers. They play the Seattle Seahawks. They play division foe Detroit Lions. They play playoff-bound Arizona Cardinals. They play playoff-bound Atlanta Falcons. And then they play the Bears twice. Not an easy game, but definitely should win games. So, I have been hard on the Vikings. Very hard so, right? Fan bases really can't deal with it. And I understand it's a hard road ahead. I understand that this season has been much a success for the Minnesota Vikings. I understand this season you guys have been playing well overshot. But what happens when the Minnesota Vikings drop 7 losses?